Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I've got a video of nail order products because I ordered in their Black Friday deal. Their Black Friday sales are always incredible, so if you ever want to try out, obviously it's just gone now, but if you do want to try them out, or if you want to stock up and you already use them, like Black Friday is the time to do it. The deals are always like such good value. So the deal that I got, it was a lot of gels that I got. They're actually all builder gels and I'm going to swatch them for you. They've got new what's it called as well, new formulas of some of them, and I also got a gel paint and a brush, so I'm going to show you them as well. But yeah, so I think it was 14 altogether. It was buy 10 get 4 free, which is a brilliant deal, and it was 20% off. So I got the brush for 20% off, obviously that as well, so it was really good value. And as you can see, they're all here. So I got a top coat, which is obviously very boring. And then I did get a couple of the same one. So I got 2 of this one, because I just know they're going to be popular with my clients. I'm sure I got 2 of those as well. Yeah, I got 2 of Confession. I got 2 Rapture. And then I got a Sublime, Innocence, Radiance, Grace, which is one of the sparkly ones, Glory, which is also one of the sparkly ones, and then Paradise and Heavenly. And then, like you've just seen, I got the black gel paint as well as a nail art brush. Let's move those out of the way. I am actually wearing a coat, which might look ridiculous because I'm literally in my house, but I'm in the conservatory and I've not been in all day, so the heating's not been on for long enough for me to not freeze while I'm in here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different gels, and then 1 extra of 3 of them, and then obviously a top coat as well to make it up to the 14. Clearly I'm not working at the moment, so I'm not using these at the minute, but I am going back to work in a few months, so will of course need builder gel because that is literally all I do. But anyway, so this is the nail art brush that I got. I haven't had a proper branded, like good quality nail art brush for such a long time, because I used to have the Magpie Beauty Striper, which I absolutely loved, but I cured it by accident without realising, and then went to wipe off the gel that was on the end of it and pulled all the bristles out of it, so that wasn't my best move. So that was obviously completely broken, so that's been gone a long time now. So I got myself this one from Nail Order, so that's a nice length for all sorts of different things, and it is called the Nail Order Fine Liner, and I like the design as well. It's got good grip because of those little grooves there. I like that. And it also comes with this beautiful felt little casing. You can tuck that in, which is really nice. I've never seen brushes come in those before. It's always usually with a lid or just nothing at all, so that's good. So we've got some swatch tips here. So like I said, I need 3, 6, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've pretty much got a video going up every single day this month, which is crazy, because I usually only upload 2 times a week, but it just so happened that I have a lot of videos to film, so that's good. So it's just ended up a really busy month of videos basically, because lots of brands send products out at this time of year as well, so that doesn't really help. Not that it's a bad thing obviously, but it just means that I've got more going up all at the same time. So I'm just figuring out which ones are the new formula. I think it's these 3, which is why I bought 2 of them. I'm going to do them last because I want to give them a little bit of a chance to warm up a little bit, because they're thicker anyway, and with the room being so freezing cold, they're really thick because they've been in here all day as well. So we're going to get going. I definitely should have labelled these first. I might do that actually. So I'm just going to quickly do that off camera. I'll just show you what I'm using to do it, because I always get questions, even though I'm pretty sure everyone knows about these things now. But I use this Dymo Letra label maker. So you just press the on button and then type in the name. So I like to do all of them on one thing, because if you do one word and then print, it has lots of the label either side of the name. But if you just did all of them, I'll write Paradise, Heavenly, and then all of them and then print them, you can just cut between the names and you save a lot of the, what's it called? The label itself. I like to put 2 spaces in between the names just to make sure I've got enough space for my scissors without accidentally cutting any of the words off. So I'm just going to quickly do that. And then once I put all the names in, I just press this button here, which is the print button, and then they'll start coming out the side. And I just get my little scissors, and as they're coming out I can just get going with cutting them up. So I don't need those end pieces, of course, but just cut them between the words, and then there's no excess label either side of the word, because the labels are not cheap, so it makes no sense to waste. Oh, it's run out. Just about got confession on there, so that's alright. I think I'm only missing one name. Confession. Oh, 2 names, but that's fine. I've got some more of the label thing. I'll just do that another time because I can't be bothered to mess about with it right now. But yeah, so anyway, I'm just going to stick these on here quick. Also, before I forget to mention real quick, I do have to trim them down either side as well, like so, because they are too wide for the sticks. So I just cut a little bit off both sides, peel, and then stick it on. It only takes an extra couple of seconds, so it's not the end of the world. But then they fit much better, obviously, because they'd be overhanging ever so slightly. I'll just show you. They are a couple millimetres too big. Okay, they're all labelled now, so let's get into it. So, like I said, I'm going to leave the thicker ones till last because I just want to give them a bit of time to warm up. I am going to swatch on the top of my sticks because I want a top coat just to see it properly, because some of the sticks, as you can see, are not like absolutely perfect. Like this one's got marks on it and stuff. So if we paint on top of it, that's fine. I won't have those marks showing up. So we're going to start off with Glory, which is one of the shimmery ones. I am so excited to see these. I think these are going to be right up my street. This is beautiful already. Love that. So I'm just going to pop this on. Like I said, my room is very, very cold, so they are going to be slightly thicker than usual. So just bear that in mind. But the consistency of Nail Order Angels is just perfect. Like, I have never used another builder gel like it, where they're like thin, so really easy to work with, but also self-level beautifully without running, if that makes sense. Like, I don't understand how it works, to be honest with you, but it does, and I love them. So yeah, highly recommend, if you're after a new brand of builder gel, to try Nail Order. I'm not saying you'll love them, because I don't know that. Everyone has preferences, but I am saying that I personally think they're fab. So I'm just cleaning off my brush I'm going to use to manoeuvre these. Just going to pull that down a little bit. This is beautiful. This is going to be a definite, like, popular one with my clients when I go back to work. I just know it. I have lots of clients who love a pink, and this is beautiful and would be perfect for a French. And who doesn't have clients these days that love French, let's be honest. But anyway, that is Glory. Beautiful. And look at that line of light. It's just amazing. I love, love, love Nail Order gels. Right, so I'm going to pop that into the lamp while I'm doing the next one. Obviously need to make sure that's not going to cure the one that I'm doing, so I need to move that over a little bit. So next up, I'm just going to get that off my brush. Sorry, I won't faff as much for the rest. Is Radiance, which is, it looks really, really bright pink on the lid, which is worrying me a little bit. Whoa, it is really pink. But again, you can use any colour for a French base, so there'll always be someone that'll want it. I will find out which ones are the new formula. I think this one and Paradise might be as well, but I'm not 100%, so I definitely should have looked at that before I started the video, but I will find out and either put it in my description box, or I will insert like some text somewhere on my video saying what they are. I'm assuming that this is one, because it is noticeably thicker than the usual, but just, this is the problem with working in a really cold room. I don't know whether it's just because of that, but I am almost certain this is new. but I've only heard good things about the new formula. No one seems to have anything negative to say about it, like retention wise. Obviously I can't comment on that yet because this is the first time trying it and I don't have clients to use it on at the moment, but we'll see. Never had any problems with retention with the previous formula, so I don't have any doubt that these will be perfect as well. It's good that they're catering for everybody because, like I said at the beginning, like everyone's got different preferences when it comes to builder gels, on reasons why they like and dislike different ones. Like some people will like a runny one, some people like a really thick one, so it's really good that Nail Order have got both. And a variety of colours in both as well, so there's always something for everyone. But that's not even nearly as bright pink on a nail than it is in the bottle, so it's a bit less like in your face when it's on the nail. But it's still a beautiful colour. Definitely is a bit brighter in person than it is on camera, but that's actually it's shocked me. That's really pretty. Not that I didn't think it was going to be, but it just looks way better on a nail than I thought it would. Right, so next up, Confession. This one looks a lot like Cherub, which is one of like the OG swatches. I do have my normal ones that I've had for ages like swatched already, so I will, if I remember, at the end of this video get them next to these just so you can see the difference between the newer ones and the older ones. Because there's nothing more annoying when you're trying to have a good variety of gels and you accidentally buy one that's new that basically looks exactly like an old one that you already have. That is really irritating. Definitely regretting not remembering to preheat the room before I came in. It is just so cold in here. Let me just clean off this brush. It's been about 3 degrees today, which I know isn't like crazy cold because I'm on lots of like baby groups and stuff with people from all around the world, and other people are like, I'm complaining that I'm cold because it's 3 degrees, and then there's other people that are like, yeah, it's like -40 here, and I'm like, right, okay, I'll shut up then. But you know, it's cold for us, so I'm still going to say it's cold. I do tend to not venture very far on days where it's that cold, but I had to go out today, so we've both, me and the baby, have wrapped up warm and gone and got some stuff done. Lots of Christmas shopping to do this time of year. I do all of mine in advance so I don't have the stress near Christmas, and then I end up doing my partner's near Christmas anyway, but at least I don't have mine to do as well. Look how beautiful that is. I love that one. Very natural. I have a few clients who are not really allowed to have their nails done, but they do anyway because they love having them. So that would be like a perfect one for those types of clients. Nice and natural. Now this one's really like, I wasn't going to get this originally because I just thought that's very random to have a purple builder gel, but then I just thought, you know what, like I just said, like there's always someone who will have it, so might as well just have a bottle. I mean, I definitely obviously didn't get multiple of this because I'm not anticipating it's going to be very popular, to be honest, but it's just nice to have. It's just nice to have a variety because, like I said, like when I am working, builder gel application is literally the only thing I do now. I do offer gel polish, but nobody has it, like everyone. All of my clients have builder, because most of them went from acrylic to builder. Like when I stopped doing acrylic, they just went over to builder gel, because I don't know if anyone's ever tried to go from acrylic to gel polish, but it's very rare that that's ever going to really work. So a lot of people, well, everyone just went straight over to builder, so that is literally all I do now. So, you know, if that's all I'm doing, it's nice to have a good variety of that product. So I did take this out of my basket and put it in my basket again, and then take it out and then put it in again quite a few times, but then I just decided, you know what, if nobody else has it, I will, because I like it, so it's fine, it'll get used somehow. Or I'll make my mum have it or something. But to be fair, now it's on this nail, it's not actually as purple as it looks. It's actually really pretty. Very nice. I'm going to pop that in the lamp as well. I'm not actually taking them out after I've put them in, so I'm running out of space. Right, next up we've got Heavenly, which looks completely different to the few that we've already used. Which is good. We like variety. This is a proper, looks like it's going to be a proper like opaque neutral. I like this already. This is definitely the old formula. This is beautiful. I don't even really need to move it around that much, to be honest. Maybe a little bit down here, but that's about it. It's very pretty. I love that. That is stunning. Very nice. Next up is Sublime, which looks the same sort of, yeah, I was gonna, not the same sort of colour as that one, but the same like finish, if that makes sense. Like, it looks very creamy again. I really like this colour. This reminds me of Saint, but I don't think it's quite as dark. Obviously we will be able to tell at the end when I compare them. But just off the top of my head, and I haven't actually used my nail order builder gels for ages because I don't use them on my nails for videos because I don't want to waste the stuff I actually use on clients. So I can't 100% remember that well what the colours even look like, but just from the top of my head, like what I remember vaguely, this reminds me of that. Just getting rid of a couple of air bubbles there. Didn't get rid of that one, it's still there I think, somewhere. Didn't think I got rid of it that time either, but I obviously had, so that's good. Yeah, I love this one. That is really beautiful. Very nice neutral. To be fair, I like all of them. I've not actually disliked any of them yet, and I thought if I was going to dislike one, it was going to be Paradise, the purpley one, but I even love that, so I've come to the conclusion I'm not going to hate any of them. So next we've got Grace, which is another shimmery one. So I got Glory and Grace because Glory is a pink shimmer and Grace looked like more of a nude, so it was like best of both, get one of each, because not all of my clients want a pink base and not all designs look right on a pink base and vice versa, so it's nice to have a pink and a neutral undertone. Just going to get a bigger bead on my brush. I really love this one. If I was going to only have one shimmer, I think it'd have to be this one. Because with this, if I wanted it to be pink, I have got a sheer pink gel polish that I could just put a coat over the top of. Over the top, so that'd work perfectly for making this one a little more pink. But then I've also got this like just as a neutral undertone, so that's good. Best of both with only having one of the builder gels. Obviously, if you can have the two, then that's best. That is so pretty. I love that. Next up we've got Innocence, which looks like Sublime and Heavenly sort of texture, not texture but finish again, like the nice creamy sort of ones. Oh, it definitely is. You can always tell what sort of finish they're going to be just as soon as you get the bottle out of the brush, can't you? I really love, like, don't get me wrong, I really do think I'm going to get on with the thicker formula as well. But I do really love the thin consistency of the original and the newer thin consistency ones, because they're just so easy to work with. Like, I never really, like, I tried glitter bells for a while. The hammer free ones were obviously much thicker and they were much better of the glitter bells ones, but the black bottle ones were just so runny. I did not have the patience for them. In the summer it was like I couldn't even do one nail at a time. Like, I was really rushing to get one done before it started running everywhere, before I had a chance to get it in the lamp. I really could not get on with them at all. But these ones, like, so when I first bought Nail Order and tried them and then realised that they were thin consistency, I was like, oh gosh, like, it's happening again. It's basically glitter bells all over again, but it really wasn't. Because like I mentioned, even though they're thin, they don't run, which is, I don't understand how it works, honestly, because you'd think that they should, but they just don't. Anyway, next up is Rapture. Haven't got labels for these, but I will do them eventually, probably the day that I go back to work, knowing me. This is one of the thicker ones for sure, you can tell just by using it. This is a nice colour. I feel like every time I glance at the screen when I'm doing them, they all look the same on camera. I hope they don't, but even if they do, hopefully when I put them all next to each other at the end, you'll see that they are all completely different. But there's so many now. Like, I started using Nail Order when there was, like, well, just the original 5, I think. I think it was Seraph, Cherub, Saint, Faith, and Divine. I think they were the only ones they first brought out when they first started introducing them to the market. I've really butchered this, but it's fine. I'm going to use this brush. So I got those to start with, and then obviously quickly realised which ones were going to be my most popular out of them. Then they just kept bringing more and more out, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I didn't want to get into ordering them all then, because I knew that I wasn't going to be working for much longer. So I didn't really want to be spending loads on stuff that I wasn't even going to get a chance to use yet. So I thought I'll wait until I'm actually going back to work. And Black Friday offers are the perfect opportunity to stock up. That's a lovely colour as well. Shock. I haven't actually said that I don't like any of them yet. I've only got one left, so it's looking good. Very nice. And then last but not least, we've got Datey, is that how you say this? Datey? I think it's Datey, I don't know. Never heard the word, so I'm not 100% sure how to say it, but I'm hoping, and it does look like that, I'm hoping that this one's one of them that's like semi sort of transparent. Because like I said, I do have a few clients who like a hint of colour, so it's not just completely clear, but not too obvious because they're not actually really allowed them. This is also one of the thicker ones. It's very obvious in a cold room which ones those are. All I'm doing is just creating a lot of air bubbles by messing about, keep putting my brush in and out of the bottle, but my room is just too cold. So you're just going to have to try and ignore all the air bubbles in this one because there's no way I'm going to be able to get them all out. I've caused way too many. But anyway, I'm going to top coat them all off camera because you definitely don't need to see that. It's obviously not going to make them look any different. So I'm going to do that, cure them all, and then I'm going to get the old ones so we can pop them all next to each other so you can see the differences between them all. So let me just go and do that. Okay, so they're all top coated now and out of the lamp. I've got my other swatches here to compare them to. So this is Divine. As you can see, it needs re-top coating. I definitely need to do that at some point. So the closest to Divine, to be honest, I don't really think there is a close one to Divine. The closest is probably Radiance, and that's not really close, to be honest. So if you can see, it won't focus for some reason. Underneath has got their sparkle top coat on, so you can see what it looks like there as well. But yeah, they're not really anything alike. They're just the closest to each other than all the others, basically. So yeah, that's one way to find out. Like, none of them are similar to Divine, so that's good. We've definitely got a difference there. This is Saint. I can't remember which one I thought was close to Saint, but Sublime is probably the closest. And again, it's miles different. Like, not alike at all. Sublime is much more nude. I think it's actually much more closer to Cherub, so it's not that one at all. But again, if you look like this, none of them are anywhere near Saint, so that's also good. And then Cherub, I think I was right about Confession. It is very similar. Why won't it focus? There we go. They are very similar, but Cherub is darker than Confession. So it is, they are different. They're just similar. It's darker than Heavenly. Yeah, it's not. Sublime, it is also similar again, but they are different enough. Why won't it focus? There we go. So those three together, that is Cherub on the left, Sublime in the middle, and Confession on the right. So probably wouldn't really be worth having all three of these, to be honest. But Sublime is definitely more of like a pinky nude, if that makes any sense. It's not pink nude, but compared to Cherub and Confession, it is a bit pinkier. So yeah, these are all the swatches that I've got now of all the gel, of all the Builder gels. So I'm going to pop them onto my, I'm going to just re-top coat Divine. Okay, so I've popped them all on my swatch ring so you can see them all next to each other. Hopefully, if I can hold them together. Just try that again. There we go. That's all of them that I've got now. So there's a real good variety there, and they are all beautiful as always. And again, like I said, I did get a black gel paint as well, which I will be using in videos. And obviously when I use it, I will let you know that that's what I'm using, like I usually do with anything else. But yeah, really happy with these. They're such beautiful colours. I definitely think it's worth having a variety, and the sparkly ones are just gorgeous. But you can see what I mean by one's nude and one's pink, so that's good. So in order from left to right, we've got Divine, Radiance, Paradise, Saint, Innocence, Rapture, Deity, Heavenly, Sublime, Confession, Cherub, Grace and Glory. And there's still some that I don't have as well. I didn't actually get all of them, so there is still some left for me to potentially get, which I probably will now I've seen all these, but I don't need them at the moment. Obviously the offer is over now, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit different to my usual. I don't really do long swatch videos, but I just thought someone out there might be interested, because I was looking for this sort of video when I was looking at these colours and I just couldn't find it. So, you know, someone out there might be looking for it too, like I was. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back very soon with another video. Bye.